A Sigma male's mind is like a fortress, quiet on the exterior, but filled with patterns, habits, and peculiarities that keep them surviving. Welcome back, Sigmas and inquisitive minds. Ever wonder why certain guys have weirdly unusual tendencies that others don't understand? Today, we're diving into the 8 weird habits all Sigma males have. These are the quirks that define Sigma males. Habits that may appear weird on the surface, but are truly necessary for their way of life. If you've ever seen yourself engaging in an unusual behavior, you're not alone, and you may be a Sigma male yourself. So hang around, because these behaviors will undoubtedly make you exclaim, "Wait, I do that." Number 1. Sigma males make their own decisions. They do not seek affirmation or consensus from others. So what does that mean? While many of us would run our ideas by friends or family to get their feedback or approval, Sigma guys work differently. They appreciate their own judgment and are willing to trust their intuition. In the broad sea of opinions, Sigma guys choose their own route. They don't follow the compass of cultural standards or expectations, but instead choose their own route. If you know someone who takes his own advice seriously, he might be a Sigma. They weigh the pros and cons of their options before making a decision. And once they do, they stick to it, unaffected by the opinions or criticisms of others. They accept the responsibility that comes with being the sole decision maker, and they recognize that the decisions they make are solely their own. Number 2. Sigma males enjoy isolation. They are not loners, they just love their own company. It's intriguing to look into the psychology of Sigma males. They would rather read an excellent book than attend a raucous party. This is not due to antisocial traits, but rather a desire for introspection and self-discovery. Their need for privacy is their superpower. It inspires their creativity, promotes their independence, and helps them to recuperate. Imagine a cat lounging in the sun, comfortable in its own world, without the need for continual affirmation or company to feel pleased. That is a Sigma man for you. This practice of spending time alone also improves their decision-making abilities. They have the freedom to think clearly and assess things without the distraction of other people's opinions. In these peaceful times, they plot their next steps, devise methods, and envisage their ambitions. So, a man who enjoys his own company? Definitely a potential Sigma male. Number 3. Sigma males are watchful. They are the silent ones in the corner, observing and learning. They have a talent for seeing details that others ignore. Their thoughts are continuously processing and understanding the environment around them. This is more than simply curiosity. It's a survival tool. They learn about the dynamics of the room, the attitude of the individuals, and the quiet conversations taking place around them by observing. It's as if they had a superpower to understand the unwritten language of human conduct. This practice of observation allows them to better comprehend people and circumstances. It allows people to make sound judgments, forecast outcomes, and negotiate life's complications. They don't simply see, they observe. They don't simply hear, they listen. They are aware of small fluctuations in the room's atmosphere, slight changes in someone's tone, and the hidden meanings of words. In summary, the silent watcher in the room may simply be a Sigma guy. Number 4. Sigma males have a simple lifestyle. They feel that little is more. You see, a Sigma male's life is about acquiring experiences rather than stuff. They do not want to overload their houses with useless items. Instead, they concentrate on what is essential, what provides them joy, and what promotes their growth. Their living settings are frequently minimalistic and straightforward, reflecting their inner calm and focus. They do not follow the latest trends or devices. Instead, they prioritize quality over quantity, selecting goods that will last and bring actual value. They apply this minimalist attitude to many aspects of their lives, including their clothing and social groups. They recognize that having less allows them to enjoy what they do have more fully. They remove the unneeded, freeing up time, space, and energy for what really matters. So minimalism is more than a fad, it's a Sigma way of life. Number 5. Sigma males have a history of vanishing and reappearing unexpectedly. This is neither a magic trick nor a complicated game of hide and seek. No, it reflects their deeply rooted desire for privacy and alone. They're similar to cats in that they disappear for a time before reappearing when they've had enough of being alone. These are the men who frequently withdraw from the outside world, retreating to their personal areas to recharge, refocus, and revitalize. They treasure this time for themselves because it helps them to analyze their ideas and experiences apart from the distractions of daily life. They're not unfriendly or aloof. They just recognize the need of isolation in preserving mental stability. This vanishing act may perplex many around them, but for Sigma guys, it is an integral aspect of their identity. In essence, the man who vanishes and returns, a quintessential Sigma characteristic. Number 6. Sigma males are calculated risk takers. They don't gamble, they strategize. Consider a game of chess in which every move is planned and every possible outcome is examined. This is how Sigma guys view risk. They do not go headfirst into the unknown. Instead, they dip their toes, test the waters, and only dive in when they're certain the tide is on their side. Consider this. A Sigma male does not cross the street mindlessly. He monitors the traffic, calculating the speed of the automobiles, the distance, and the time. He does not rely only on the pedestrian crossing signal. He trusts his own judgment and computations. And it isn't only about avoiding risk or failure, it's also about increasing success. They understand that large rewards typically come with significant risks, and they are ready to accept those risks if the chances are in their favor. So a man who is willing to take measured risks? That's Sigma male for you. Number 7. Sigma males exhibit radical honesty. They say exactly what they mean. They do not mince words, sugarcoat, or play mental games. Instead, they choose to be open and honest, even if the truth is unpleasant to hear. For them, honesty is more than a virtue. It is a way of life. Let's be clear, we're not talking about blatantly disrespectful behavior. No, this is about open and straightforward communication, which can be uncommon in a society where individuals frequently conceal their genuine intentions. Sigma guys feel that being transparent may lead to deeper, more real relationships. And certainly, this amount of candor may be unsettling. It can result in some raised eyes and awkward silence. But for the Sigma man, it's a little price to pay for living a life of honor. Who is the most brutally honest man you know? Probably a Sigma male. Number 8. Sigma males are focused on personal development. They are their own competitors. Indeed, Sigma males embody self-improvement. They're the ones that stay up late reading a new book, learning a new language, or practicing a new skill. Not for plaudits or credit, but just to improve themselves. They are motivated by an unquenchable need to develop and progress, to continually push their limits and broaden their perspectives. They recognize that progress is a process, not a destination, and they are always on that path, making them lifelong learners. They are not concerned with comparing themselves to others. Instead, they compare their progress to who they were yesterday. They want development, not perfection. They believe in the power of potential and are constantly looking for methods to maximize their own. And that is what distinguishes them. They are not just interested in becoming the greatest, but also in being better. So, the man who is constantly striving to be better? That's a Sigma male. So there you have it, the 8 weird habits that distinguish a Sigma guy. These men are independent decision makers who frequently choose to forge their own way rather than follow the pack. They spend a significant amount of time alone, observing and pondering on their environment. This observation game is central to their identity. Their way of life is minimalist, with an emphasis on necessities rather than desires. Because of their simplicity, they may fade into the background or withdraw from social situations as needed. Nonetheless, they are not afraid to take calculated chances, especially when they coincide with their beliefs and aims. Sigma males exhibit radical honesty and are never scared to tell the truth. Their obsession with progress is undoubtedly their most distinguishing feature. They are continuously looking for ways to improve themselves and develop personally. Remember, Sigma males are not abnormal. They are simply wired differently. So the next time you encounter a man who exhibits these behaviors, you'll know you've met a Sigma male. If you found these habits intriguing and think you might just be a Sigma male yourself, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. And hey, drop a comment below. What's the weirdest Sigma habit you've noticed in yourself or others? I'd love to hear your thoughts.